playthrough of Clue. In the last video, we were successful in our bid to go 11-0 across all the boards. We did the classic mansion. Well, no, we didn't do the classic mansion. We did the Tudor mansion first. And now we're going to do the classic mansion, the old school game one. And so let's select that. And we're going to use the classic characters this time. So I'm going to be Colonel Mustard in this one. Let me turn down the volume. Sorry, guys. Alright, then we're going to do Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green, Mrs. White, and Mrs. Peacock. Alright, and whoops, we need to change her difficulty. There we go. And we are doing this all on medium across every board. And so, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Come, Watson, the game is afoot. Although we will do something Sherlock Holmes later in the game. You probably noticed that there is a board for that. But like I said, we'll do that one later. Okay, so just kind of to give you guys a little quick rundown of the game. You're trying to determine who the murderer is. Okay, so Scarlet's going to take her turn. I'm going to talk while they're doing that. You're trying to determine who the murderer is. And the way you do that is you determine, we all have 3 cards each. Now we're trying to determine the who, the what, who did it, how they did it, and where they did it. And you determine that by trying to determine what 3 cards that nobody has. And so every time you go into a room, you make an accusation. And if anybody has one of the 3 cards of your accusation, they will show it to that player and then move on. So here, Scarlet said it was Mrs. Peacock with the lead pipe in the dining room. White didn't have any of those, but Mr. Green had one of them. So he could have any one of those 3. Now it's too early in the game to really determine who has what, just off of the accusation and who said they have a card. So we're just going to continue on. And as you notice, I have Professor Plum, Mrs. White, and the wrench. So it's none of those 3 cards. Okay, so Mrs. White could not get to a room to make an accusation. So it's Mr. Green's turn. 5. He's going to the ballroom. Mrs. White with the wrench in the ballroom. Okay, so we have 2 of those cards. So I'm going to say wrench. I'll show him the wrench. Alright. So now it should be my turn. Yep. Alright, my turn. Let's see what I get. 4. So the only place that I can go is the ballroom. So we're gonna go to the ballroom, I guess. I'm gonna say it was Miss Scarlet with the dagger in the ballroom. Plum has Scarlet. Okay, so it's either Miss Peacock, Mr. Green, or myself. Okay, so again. Alright, so Mrs. Peacock is going to the lounge. Peacock suggested with Professor Plum with the rope in the lounge. Yeah, and that's one of the bad things about this is that if you are someone, if you or someone makes the accusation, or if someone makes the accusation and the next person in the turn order has a card, it'll be really hard to eliminate possible cards on the board. But let's see here. So Plum says he has. Okay, so Plum says he has a card. Now we know that we have Professor Plum's card, so it couldn't be him. So he either has the rope or the lounge or both. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do something here. I'm just gonna put a question mark on the two cards that I think he could have. And that's what the thing with the question mark is, that those are cards that we suspect that they have, but we're not sure. You know, good note-taking is a good thing in this game. Alright, Plum's turn. 8. He's staying in the lounge. Okay. Okay. So, White says she has a card, so... And we know White doesn't have Plum, because we have it. So... she could have the lounge or the revolver. You know what, I'm just gonna remove these. Just because, like I said, it's just too early to really tell. What's funny is I've completed this game in 2 turns, but that was just by dumb luck. Alright, dining room. Scarlet suggests it was Miss Scarlet. Okay. So, Green says he has one of the cards. Okay, so Green can have either the dining room or the dagger, because we all know that Professor Plum has Miss Scarlet. We determined that from my previous turn. So again, we just don't know right now. White's turn. Ballroom. Scarlet. Lead pipe. Okay. That kind of helped us a little bit. So pretty much the lead pipe, either Professor Plum has it or Miss Scarlet has it. We know Professor Plum has Miss Scarlet's card. And he could also have the ballroom. So, again, too early. Green. 12. He can go pretty much anywhere he wants. He's going to the library. Green suggests it was Plum. And again, we have Plum. So this doesn't do us any good. Alright, it's our turn. Alright. 9. That's a good roll. Okay, so we can go to the conservatory, the billiard room, the dining room, or the kitchen. We're gonna go to the billiard room. And I'm gonna say it was Mr. Green with... I'm gonna say the lead pipe for right now. Let's see what happens. Scarlet has the lead pipe. Okay, so there's that. Not a whole lot revealed, except for the lead pipe. So we know that the lead pipe is not the weapon, so that means it's either the candlestick, the dagger, the revolver, or the rope. We really haven't nailed down any of the rooms yet. Suspects, it's either Green, myself, or Mrs. Peacock. Okay, we got white, so this might help. Okay, Scarlet has the lead pipe. So most likely Scarlet showed White the lead pipe. Or, no, I'm sorry. Scarlet showed Peacock the lead pipe. Okay. Professor Plum's turn. Library. This is White. Again, we have that. Scarlet showed the lead pipe. Or the library, maybe. Most likely she showed the lead pipe. Miss Scarlet's turn. Conservatory. We might get some X's on this one. Okay. Yeah, so... that kind of helped. Alright, so when it comes back around to us, we're going to suggest the revolver. And I'm going to suggest that it was Mr. Green again. Whatever room I go to next, because we really have not nailed down the where. We're close to the who and the how. Billiard room. Okay. Everyone likes to suspect it's Mrs. White. Even Mrs. White believes that she killed him. That's a nope. Alright, Green's turn. 6. How dare you suggest it was me? Okay. Peacock says that she has a card. Okay, so... she either has my card, or she has the revolver. Because we know she doesn't have the billiard room. Very interesting. Okay. I am going to suggest the revolver. Eight. Yeah, I can't select the billiard room because I already... let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna go to the library too. I want to see if we can try to nail it down. So Green with the revolver. Peacock has the revolver. Okay, so it's either the rope, the dagger, or the candlestick. Okay. Really haven't nailed anything concrete yet. Usually by this time I'm able to at least get one of them, but let's see, wrench. Okay, so yeah, I have the wrench. So, okay, that's interesting. So, we need to go to the hall the next time it comes around to us. Because we need to determine... because Peacock doesn't have green, but she could possibly have either the candlestick or the rope. Yeah, so when it comes back around again, we're going to do green candlestick at the hall. I want to see if the hall is it. But in the meantime, I'm going to show Peacock Plum. He's going up to the ballroom. And I have a good shot to get to the hall as long as nobody accuses me on the way there. This is White with the revolver. Scarlet, no, Scarlet does not have the revolver. Scarlet doesn't have the revolver. She also doesn't have White. So that means the only card that Scarlet could have is the ballroom. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Alright, so we know 2 of her 3 cards. We know she has the lead pipe. She showed us that. And we know she has the ballroom by process of elimination. So, we can find out her last card. That'll put a few more X's on the board. Alright. So we're going to allow Scarlet to take her turn. In the conservatory. 5. She's going to go down to the lounge. Yep. Secret passage to the lounge. Professor Plum with the revolver. Okay. So we know... Let's see here. Now we know Peacock has the revolver. We have Plum. So that means White has the lounge. So that's the only one that makes sense there. And we don't know any of Green's cards yet. Excuse me. But yeah, we want to get to the hall for our turn. Conservatory. Peacock. Wrench. Okay, Green says that he can help her. So we know from earlier he said he didn't have the conservatory. We have the wrench, so that means he's got Peacock. So that means Green or we committed the murder. So he has Peacock. I'm still going to suspect it's Green, because I would hate to think that I committed a murder. Okay, so we at least know 1 of everybody's cards, and we know 2 of Scarlet's. So we're starting to pick things up. So, all right. So it is now Green's turn. Like I said, we're gonna go to the hall as long as nobody. Oh, he's going to the hall. Thank you for helping us get to the hall. Okay. So, yeah, Scarlet has the lead pipe, so that means she either has the hall or my card. And thank you, Mr. Green, for putting me where I want to be at. Alright, so let's determine. That's a good roll, but I know what I want. I want the hall. Mr. Green with the dagger. Oh my god, we just figured it out. We just figured it out. Green, dagger, hall, and that was just dumb luck. That is just dumb luck how that played out, because there were still too many open spaces on there. I mean, it could have been anything, but now that we know who, the how, and the where, let's make it official. Colonel Mustard is going to make an accusation. He looks constipated when he's pointing the finger. So, green with the dagger in the hall. Accused! Boom! 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 Well done! You've solved the crime. Oh my gosh. That is just a creepy face there. Alright. So that now puts us at 2-0. So 2 down, 9 to go. Alright guys, we're going to call this a video. In the next video, we are going to be heading to Tinseltown, and we're going to be solving the murder at the Hollywood studio. So, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.